Hi everyone, welcome back. So we're back at our factory, and I spent quite a few minutes or hours adjusting our latching system for the power generation, and now I think I nailed it basically. The problem with this thing is when we started, apart from sending the command to turn it on, we need to send the command to either set the auto mode on or set the throttle position to some higher level other than 0. And those two commands, they shouldn't happen at the same tick, right? um so you need some delay between that. And also you cannot send multiple, you cannot poll when you're sending those if you're using two different transmitters. So that's what we ended up with. I will explain it. We also improved some other aspects of that, but let me just cover this basic thing for the turbine. So here we have the logic receiver. It has basically three states based on the energy percentage stored in our battery, one of the batteries. So if the battery level is greater or equal to 98, it generates 0, so basically no redstone signal. If it's between 95 and 98, right, it's gonna output 1. If it's less than 95, it's generating 15. So what happens is usually the level should stay between 95 and 98. Okay, when it drops below 98, we turn on the generators. Sorry, if it drops below 95, we turn on generators, all of them. Then it runs, it reaches 98, we turn them off, and the energy drops to 95 and slightly below it. Right, unless we have some machinery that consumes a lot more than 95%. Sorry, you know. Um, so to facilitate that, uh, we basically have the transmitters. One transmitter, this one, turns on the combustion engine that burns the, what's that? I think it burns heating oil, right? So basically, when we don't need that, actually, we don't need polling. So when the state, when the redstone signal is 0, we turn them off, right? When it's high, we turn them on. Everything in between, we don't change anything. So if it was off, it will stay off. If it's on, it will stay on. All right. Same thing for the combustion, what's that? Combined cycle gas turbine with the petroleum gas. It's the same basically. It turns on, turns off. It just sends one pulse on the state change. Okay. Now, apart from that, we need to turn on what is that? We need to set the auto. And the problem is, so It's not even a problem, I don't think. For this one, we need to do it in polling fashion. So it needs to send those commands constantly. All right. So let's see. What happens if the signal changes? So right now it's 1, right? Because it's between 95 and 98. It does not go through here because of the length. So low signals are not going to go through. As soon as it reaches 15, meaning the energy drops below 95, it will turn on both turbine and engine, and it will go here, right? At the same time, this repeater will not change the state unless this one turns off. This one will be turned off as well when the energy drops below 98. So this one will unlock it at the same time, or maybe one tick later after this one turns on the machinery. It will unlock that. So it will, the high signal will pass through and it will turn those two on. Okay. So, and when it's on, it will send this command to the gas turbine, and also it will send 0 signal to our turbofan. Okay, so it inverts the signal basically. So when the signal is 0, it sends the signal 15. So it receives signal 15, and it turns, when it receives any redstone signal, it turns off. So basically it's just tells it to stay off, right? And those two machines, the gas turbine and combustion engine, they don't need latching because they are latched by themselves. So you send one command to turn it on, send another command to turn it off. This one needs to stay, so to stay off, it needs redstone signal, right? So that's why we are doing that on this side. So while it's a level, like the energy level is below 95, this will be turned on. This will be unlocked. As soon as the energy level reaches 95, again, this thing is going to lock. So it's going to have a signal of 1, right? It's going to turn this on, lock this state to in the like on position, all right? Meanwhile, this one will change the state to 1. Okay? So even though this is going to be off, this will still stay on, and this one still going to continue sending this command to gas turbine, and this will continue sending 15. Sorry. Basically, it is going to send 0 to the turbofan. As soon as it reaches 98, right? This one drops to 0, so it turns off both combustion engine and the turbine. And this one drops to 0, right? So this unlocks this thing. And this one becomes 0 as well. Got it? So that's what it's currently is. So it will turn them off above 98, right? Unlock that one. And then the energy level start dropping down. It will drop below 98. And this thing is going to log that back, but in 0 position, right? So this one stays the same. It's just nothing changes. So that's the latch mechanism for, you know, high energy and low energy. And I can control that basically here, right? We can also send, I think, let's see. Yeah, I guess we can have a control panel somewhere with adjustable redstone signal, or rather adjustable level. So it's probably, it's like control, let's see, panel. Okay, that's not it. So we can make terminal, numeric display, gauge. Okay, that's a display graph, lever, panel. So there is no easy like. We can use the terminal. Allows ROR commands to be sent manually. Well, we can, you know, figure something out. So that will. Yeah, then doesn't matter. Basically, this thing, all three of the machines will turn on their power if energy drops below 95 and stay on until it reaches 98. Okay, so that I tested. I will show you the same thing, but we will have to wait. Now a couple more things that I was thinking about. The things we need to do. Oh my god, these guys. Where are you? Go away. I don't want them to spawn, so. I just have a bit more lighting here. Right, we found both, you know, oil, like bedrock oil deposits, and the raw ore deposits. Go away. Go away. So we can set that up, but we don't really need to. We also have sunflowers, which we can set the farm for that. And we can do it right behind this thing. So this one is still going strong. Someone died there. We have like full wood oil thing. And here too, wow. Okay, so I also set it so if we accumulate a lot of oak wood, it will also turn this on, so we can dump that and use up the wood oil. Now I'm not sure. We have plenty of heating oil in here. And we have generator that will take that up. We need something to burn our energy. All right. Kind of annoying. Let me see my list. Yeah, there's sugar and sunflowers for engine lubricant. It was one thing, but it's probably too easy. Okay, we will place 2 of these and see how that works. I think that works just fine, and we tested it before. It will deploy another one. We'll unload and load these things. Perfect. We'll get there. Now I'm not sure if it's doing it quick enough. You see, it's already dumping the other one. Do you see it's 40 already? Well, technically, we don't care about that, right? We just need to stay divisible by 20. Yeah. We have stack upgrades. We can upgrade this one too, if we really want to. I wonder if the dash electrodes are not gonna be melted at all. Okay, let's see. Graphite electrode. Molten graphite electrode. Yeah. I have no clue. It looks like it uses it up, but I'm not sure how bad it is. Anyway, let's see what else do we have. Does it drop? It's 97. You can make sure those are at 100%, so we also have those two, right? We have the steam generating during the day by this thing, and we have this dense steam coming in from downstairs. This thing is the most inefficient things, though. Okay. Let's see. So we refactored the buzz saw. That's good. We can find something basically to deal with excess of oil tar that we generated there. It's actually filling up pretty quick. So we can have a reader here. If that one is greater than some amount, we can eject from here and insert it into separate. Let's see, what do we need for the freaking hell, I forgot. Tar, right? Crack oil tar, that's what we have. Oh yeah, we can have industrial liquefaction machine. To make a bitumen. Or in industrial mixer is probably better. What do we need for the... Wait a second. Industrial liquefaction machine. Yeah, we need a lot of that. Now, mixer. Mixer is a bit better, I think. All right. So we can do that in the mixer. We can't do that at the moment. We can do coke. We can do bitumen. The 50 millibuckets of bitumen from one piece of coal tar. And then, what can we do with the bitumen? Asphalt, or we can crack it back to crude oil and aromatic hydrocarbons. I'm not sure if that's worth it, but I mean, we can do that. So the aromatics we're using for what? For backlight, basically. Yeah, we can make backlight out of it. This is the fracking solution. Okay, for solvent as well. So that's pretty good. So we'll need another cracking machine, I guess. If you want to do that. And we can build it next to this one, I guess. Now, if you do that with a desulfurized crude oil, for example, you should probably switch to this. How do we make naphtha? We have naphtha, desulfurized naphtha, cracked naphtha. So that's what we're planning to. Desulfurized hot cracked oil. We're gonna have desulfurized naphtha. So this thing is gonna create paraffin wax instead. So probably that's what we're gonna do. On the other hand, I don't know if you need desulfurize it. Maybe we should for chlorine gas. Sorry, sour gas, right? But to make desulfurized hot cracked oil, need this. Yeah, it's gonna create sour gas. Sour gas we can do like yeah, we cannot create sour gas from sulfur. We have to do some stuff like this. Yeah, we either using hydrotreating or we can crack elbow grease, or we can use vacuum refinery. That. I'm just trying to figure out how do we make naphtha alternatively if we just completely switch to that vacuum thing. We can have coker naphtha, right? We can do coker naphtha from coal tar creosote, so it's not going to be a problem at all, I guess. From diesel. Okay. Well, it's the downside is it's like 10 times less coker naphtha than the original product, so That sucks. We can do the industrial oil. How do we make the industrial oil? From vacuum heavy oil, that's how we get the naphtha. Right, so if we completely switch to that, we will be able to have vacuum refinery. And we can even desulfurize that. We can desulfurize the crude oil, right? And then we have vacuum heavy oil. Then we can use fractioning tower for that. We're gonna have industrial oil, heavy heating oil. Heavy heating oil we will crack to heating oil, reformate, right? Perfect. And industrial oil we're gonna crack. Sorry. Industrial oil we're gonna just fraction to heating oil and wait a sec. Vacuum heavy oil goes here. Industrial oil, heavy heating oil. Industrial oil, we go heating oil and engine lubricant, which we also need. And then heavy heating oil. We're gonna crack. And then we have more reformate. Oh, so it's reformate gas, and this one is okay, that's also reformate. So the reformate, we will crack into reformate gas and unsaturated hydrocarbons. Okay. Or aromatics and BTX. Whichever. Okay. So we'll have naphtha, that's my point. The vacuum light oil, we can have kerosene out of that and reformate gas. It's gonna be a lot of reformate gas, dude. You can also use reforming, but we will lose a little bit. Anyway, yeah, I don't think we need to deal with that far. Let's just upgrade that thing to something big. Where's the couple? Where's that thing? We can have a couple of these upgrades. Okay, no, that's not it. But that one is the storage upgrade. 5 times. So I don't think we want to have that. But we actually can. That one is crazy. There's also void upgrade, which is fine. We do that. With 8 sticks. Oops. Boom. And also do the same with the charcoal, but I feel like this will be more beneficial. So we have 320. 320 stacks. Perfect. Yeah, we can have the same things here. All right, so do we do that? Or we can just look into nuclear, basically. Holy. I think we're pretty good with the electricity and oil. Have jetpack, that's amazing. Okay, what's the 9586? Okay, great. I'm just trying to... Oops. You know, now they are almost at the same level. Anyway, doesn't matter. So we don't have a lot of heating oil, apparently. But we can generate it. I guess we're just creating a buffer for that. Ooh. It does that, okay. Wait a second. That's what's going on. What the hell? Dude. I forgot this. It's comp OG01. There we go. Oh my god, that's what's going on. Oopsie. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. So, we have a stack over there. That's why it can't get higher. And just... Now it should be better. We were just burning wood, not getting anything out of it. Okay, it sucked a lot of oil because this one turned off. Right? Yeah. That one turned on because we have a lot of oak. Okay, we're producing a lot of heating oil. We'll have a problem with that, I think. You're still burning that. Alright. God damn it, you scared me. So this one is kind of getting full. This one, we have some heating oil here to burn now. Is that one turned on? Okay. We have a lot of petroleum gas and everything else. So it drops, but not significantly. Let me turn something big on, like this thing. What do we need? A block of like, we don't really need anything. We're just having a lot of resources here. Stockpiling. We just need cobalt and other rare materials at this point. Okay. Do we do tungsten? No. Aluminium is kind of in bad shape here. Yeah, we don't have a lot of aluminum. Zinc, we can only do that in the centrifuge, I believe. Let's do more iron. What the hell? Alright. I just want to demonstrate how that thing works. So if it drops below 95. Yeah, this one is getting full. We will need some kind of a buffer. Have way too much fuel. Right? This one is full. This one is not. This one is also getting full, but we're getting rid of them. It's just a matter of being able to kind of deal with the excess. Okay, it will drop down in a minute. Okay. It will momentarily drop, send the signal to turn them on, and it will go back to signal 1 because the turbofan starts pretty quick, and the combustion engine, I believe, is also pretty quick to start. It will go to 1, but this will be locked to on, right? There. You see? It's 1, so it's between 95 and 98, but these both are on, so turbine, like turbofan is on. We can hear the combustion engine is on, and this one is starting up. It didn't even start yet. And we already at 98% it. But this one it didn't turn it off for some reason. I know why. It didn't turn it off because reasons. So we also so we can't reuse that for 0 state. Okay. It's gonna interrupt things. Maybe we can. It actually... Wait a sec. What happened here? So it's auto. It didn't turn off. So we had to constantly set it, turn it off when this one is 0. Now the problem here is this one is gonna stay 0 for some time after this one turns on. It will prevent it from turning on again. Should we... Should we set that to pull as well? If you do this, let me think. If it's 15, it's gonna spam that, and it will prevent... Yeah, we cannot do it here. Because if it's below 98, it will prevent that one from being sent. So we can't do that here. If you set set state here, so it will spam it, even though this one should be 15. God damn it. So I don't like that you cannot turn it off. Well, you can, but there is a delay, right? But this one, well, we can try removing that. Well, it sets that turn off signal once, but that can coincide with this spamming like turbo thing. And if you do that, it may not turn the turbo on at all. You know? The signal is currently 0. God damn it. I wonder if you can drain the battery on purpose. I thought I'm done with that, but I'm not. Oh my god. What if we do that? It's currently spamming this constantly. And this signal it's still spamming it. We can do that here too. But it's not gonna solve the issue. Now let's try try doing that. Well, We can we can test it. This one turns off just fine. I'm just not sure about this and this. If it's gonna work or not without polling signal. Hmm. Let's do 96 again. I just set this once to 96 and test it. It will turn it off even faster. I think. Okay, what else can we use the electricity for? Is burning some stuff? I don't know. I think it's time for us to start getting the ore out of the... Let's see. We will only be able to do one thing, right? Let's see. Actually... Screw that, let's just go ahead with coal. Okay, let's go check. Okay, that turned on, and the auto turned on. That's good. Okay. Okay. So we don't need to spam that either state. Yes, we do. Maybe... Wait, what the hell? Ugh. So this turn off signal... It works just fine. Well, it turned it off. Alright, that's fine. I guess we should be okay. Now, let's see the quests. We still don't get the Cocker unit for weapon steel. I have no idea why we need weapon steel. Weapons and ammunition. Well, we don't really need that. Cyclotron. 'Cause... We probably don't need that yet. That's what I want. That's that and that. Tantalum. Well, we have that. Tantalum can be obtained from using high performance solvent on heavy metal bedrock ore. Huh. Wait. Are you talking about the ingots? Oh. Okay. High performance solvent. Oh. Well, it's not really here. Okay, it's hard. God damn it. They talking about this? No. Maybe they talking about this. No, not really. The hell? Okay, turn this thing on. Look, this turbofan did that. It didn't turn this off. Fucking... Why? And it turned it off now. What? Oh, I see what happened. So it triggers going over 98 twice. Because it drops down. So it drops, and then this one starts. So my point is, this one doesn't work at all. This one doesn't work at all. So if we do that and spam the turn it off, let's see, or we can do it here. Yeah, this one will not let the other thing. So we can do two transmitters. One is spamming, another one is not spamming, I guess. But if it's gonna be spamming 0, we will... Oh, okay. It's fine. It's gonna work like that. It's okay. We'll just, you know, give it more time to spin up. I guess 90% is gonna be our threshold now. So we at least can burn some kerosene. Otherwise, it's just not gonna be fun. We also just need to vent the kerosene. If it's greater than some amount, it's 100. If it's 100%, I guess, we just vent it. No, not for now. Okay, I didn't do anything today. It's annoying. I don't know what that one means. Using high performance solvent on heavy metal bedrock ore. Heavy metal bedrock ore. Well, this is disinformation, I think. How do we make that? Yeah, we only use hydrogen peroxide with pandemonium, blah blah blah. We make that with liquid oxygen and natural gas. Purified tantalite is made out of this. Or solvent minerals. Maybe that's what they... How solvent with mineral dust. No, that's not it. That's not it at all. But that quest is kind of weird. Let me scroll a little bit more. There is some recipe I'm missing. Probably not. Cadmium is one thing. So apart from refining the bedrock ores into other forms of bedrock ores, oh, oily scraps. What the hell? So we can have arsenic. Getting oily scraps. I have no idea what oily scraps are. Okay, that's another thing. Oh my god, why did I click that shit? Oh god, oh no. I misclicked. And now it's probably sorted differently. Of course it does. Sorted differently. It's crazy. Yeah, you see now it's here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that quest should be adjusted a little bit. Because there is no coltan out of it. Yeah, the only way to get coltan is get coltan ore. Or this. This one also. One thing. Crushed coltan, coltan. So you see that that one is not happening. Yeah. How is it? Tantalum can be obtained from. Okay. Yeah, that sucks. Anyway, let's see the reactors. Can we make any reactors? Dash stamps. Dash stamps have infinite durability. Ooh. Okay. But for that we need ferrouranium. So are they telling me these ones? What's the next pieces that I can start with? Purix, gas centrifuge, Zirnox, or RBMK. Okay, that's a hard one. Chicago pile. Okay, that's crude early game breeding reactor meant to produce plutonium for use as reactor fuel. Drilled graphite. Okay. And control rods. It doesn't behave as a unified single block. Instead, each individual piece of drilled graphite interacts with each other each other piece in unique way depending on the rod it contains. After sufficient flux, the uranium rods in the Chicago pile will transmute into plutonium rods that can be processed in an anvil into reactor-grade plutonium, which can be used in other reactors such as the Xernox and RBMK. The Chicago pile requires a significant amount of graphite blocks, which once placed can be drilled into with a hand drill to place any rod into. Okay. Okay, the quest asks for a 3x3 Chicago pile without the corners. The fuck does it mean? Oh, I see. It's like an X. With the radium-226Be rod in the center. Surrounded by uranium rods. Okay. Radium-226. Okay. We can do that very easily. I'm not really sure if it's a safe one or not though. The Xernox is the first and cheapest nuclear reactor that one can make. It is a fully assembled reactor which requires water and carbon dioxide to operate. Oh, okay, we don't have carbon dioxide really available. Now, I'm not sure if I want to use Xernox. Oh my god. So bismuth can only be created by RBMK, FEL, and Silex. Okay. FEL and Silex. Okay. I'm not sure which one we want to start with. I'm not sure if that's better than our. Maybe it's just for, you know, dealing with nuclear stuff. The gas tank can be done only after this part. Wow. Vacuum refinery is only after this. Now, I would like to have the technetium because that way we can have pretty good bedrock ore extracting thing because we found the level 4 for it. And I'm pretty sure level 4 is the solvent. Okay. And solvent, I think, is naphtha with... what? Heating oil? I forgot. God damn it. Okay, naphtha and aromatic hydrocarbons, which we have. Yeah, that's the only thing. But we can't do it now. So this we can't produce from oil extraction, right? If we use tier 3, which is sulfur, sulfuric acid, we need a lot of sulfur, and we don't have any. So I would prefer doing that. Let's just run to... let's close the door. Run to our thing. I think it's behind right there. Also want to actually find the deposit. Oh god, I forgot the thing. T4, T3, okay. I forgot the thing. God damn it. You know what we need? We need the waystone. So we can come back to our home base very quickly. From any part of the world. Boo, boo, boo. Just give me a second. Alrighty. Okay, we are done with heating oil. Alright, it's fine. It is okay. We just need to find a way to spend electricity, you know? Let's see. I would like survey scanner and this bedrock ore density scanner. This one we don't need anymore at all. We'll still have that produced by this. Alright, waystone. We need 4 books, I think. Power, I think, is the most efficient way to do that. Power. Yeah, it requires only one. Alright, now we go. Shred them all. Waystone. Warpstone. Okay, we need Eye of Ender. Which we can make very easily. Using that. There's some blaze rod. Blaze powder, rather. The hell? Boom, 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 boom. Warpstone. We can use the warpstone. It says. Right? Where is the early game? There. Warpstone can be used to teleport to any waystone from anywhere at the cost of 5 minutes. Cooldown. If it does it. Do I need to hold it or something? Or it will teleport me to any, like to the closest one, and then we'll be able to move from there. I don't want to really move there. Okay, let's see. Let's go find that actual place. I would rather use solvent, you know, instead of sorry, I needed to sneeze very bad. I would rather use solvent instead of sulfuric acid. Maybe I'm wrong. Right, so that one provides us with crystalline. At level 3, yeah, 1 bucket of sulfuric acid. In here, I have solvent. Ooh, it's 2 buckets of solvent though. And there is bedrock ore here too. Who is walking next to me? And there's another one. Yeah, so it's somewhere around here. Very high, excellent, yeah. But there's no bedrock ore. Let's just... Oh god. I forgot to change that. Really, we don't need silk touch on that one. If anything, we're gonna click the auto hover. We're gonna be fine. Okay, we are almost there. The only thing, sorry, the only thing I forgot is blast things. We need to find the bedrock ore around here. Let's do flat AoE. Ooh. Is it here? No. Here. Some bedrock ore right there. Robot bedrock, okay. It may be here. Okay. Maybe somewhere around here. So what we need to do is find some blast charges, which I didn't yet for some reason. And blast them off. Okay, let's go back. Yeah. Wait, we have three of them? Noise, 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 noise. Dense emerald ore. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted. Lignite. I don't need lignite. Also, we have a lot of this. We also don't need. Let's drop a couple of things. Then delete the rest. Oh. Okay, maybe we need that later. Didn't need to bring that one with me. And that one we don't need either. Oh, it's already cooled off. That's great. Blast charge. No. think we're gonna use the regular ones, to be honest. Composition, C4. Neater unsaturated hydrocarbons and laboratory glassware. Ooh, we can easily do that. Also, let's see, mining. There are multiple mining charges, right? Timing and Semtex. Doesn't damage, fortune 3, can only be disarmed, okay. Time bomb is very easy as well. I'd rather do that, but we have a lot of this as well. Okay, Semtex blend, sorry. Neater sulfil ballistite. It's a pain in the ass. Okay, we're not gonna do that. Yeah. Composition C4 is easier. Yeah. Neater and saturated hydrocarbons. And it's gonna make us 16 of the mining charges. It's crazy. So let's grab a couple of, yeah. We'll do a lot. Yeah, let's just do that. Unsaturated hydrocarbons. Let's see. Where do we have them? Have them somewhere close by, right? Is that what we need? Yeah. Okay, we can do that from the output, from the input. Let's go down. Eight, so we need 16 niter. It's not a problem at all. I hope we don't need a separate recipe for that. Yeah, it should be fine. Boom, boom. It should give us a stack of those things, which will be enough. The only problem is we're not gonna be able to get it out until we have technetium. And technetium, we need some kind of nuclear reactor and Purex. Right? Let's see again. We need to get to this. It also requires cadmium. Or either or. With a spent fuel pool drum to cool down Zernox or PWR, depleted nuclear fuel, and the Purex to further process them, many new materials are now available. Okay, so we will probably need Zernox. Or PWR maybe. It's more limited than RBMK in terms of capability and fuel types, but it's much safer and easier to use due to its melting down, blah blah blah. Okay. It's not very good, but it's fine. The Technetium 99 requires nuclear fuel processing or cleaned byproducts. What? It's a clean byproduct product. This one requires Purex and spent fuel pool drum. So this Chicago pile basically let's see. So that's just to produce fuel. Basic conveyor going out into storage from the bottom middle graphite block. Okay, so the fan is gonna blow down. Wow. Wait, one block above the top graphite block. Place an inserter, not conveyor one. What? Facing down one block above. Okay, that's an inserter. Okay. Okay, that we can do, I guess. Stockpile uranium rod. So we need uranium billets. And that one we need radium-226. To make that. It's radium with radium-226. Okay, so we do need uranium crystals. That we can do. Or thorium. Yeah. Uranium powder and radium-226 nuggets. Or we can do that. It's better. Okay, so to get uranium crystals, we need sulfuric acid in here. How many uranium do we have? Also, I would like to do that. The effectiveness. Effectiveness upgrade Mark 3. So we need 16 microchips. 16 capacitors. That should be easy enough. Okay, we need 10 more. Let's do 32 microchips. $32 gold wire. Okay, that's fine. Just 4. Four of these. Do we have 16 of these? Yeah. Oops. Okay, we need assembly machine for that. Let's go check our energy. Production. 93, right. Guess we change it to 90. Almost forgot about that. Okay. Right. 2016, 16 for... Oh, it's rubber. Never mind. And then... a little bit of that. Okay, let's go. Get a little bit of solvent. We have boron pipette. It's not gonna melt. And then the soldering station. Oh my god, we need a barrel. Oh, of course I did that. Wait. Oh, I put this away. Where is my thing? There. Ba-ba-bum. Gonna be... Oh shit. That's not what I wanted. But we have that anyway. Have more. Wait a second. We'll place that. Need that. That. Here. That's where I wanted to place that thing. We need four rubber. That's right. I knew it. Okay. Effectiveness Mark 3 now. Efficiency X3, consumption 600%. We don't care about the consumption at this point. So we need sulfuric acid here. How many uranium blocks we have? $34. Let's do 32. Okay, just holding uranium is fine. Okay, we'll see how it works. Also see what the consumption is. Do the Sorry, the final test. Yeah, this is gonna drop to 19 in no time. We have heating oil full. This one is full. The kerosene is probably also full. Yeah. So those valves are wide open. Let's see how that contraption works again. There it is. It started everything. Everything and locked it until it reaches 98%. This thing is in auto mode. It just takes a lot of time to start it. It's already 92%, dude. It's crazy how fast that thing goes. There it is. By the time it's fully spun, though, it will probably gonna be too late. We need more batteries. Okay. 98%. Turned off everything. That's off, that's off. The turbofan is off. Alright. And that's in the same state it was before. That's great. Okay, now we can say that it's done. What did I want to do? This one's right. We need some steel plates. Let's do 8. And then we need 6 of these. Boom. Boom. We have 24 mining charges. It's plenty. So far, no luck for us. Efficiency 3, but it did not create any more things. It's highly radioactive though, as I can tell for sure. Now, how many things do we need there? Two and 6. It's 4 nuggets only. Oh. Okay, we do 9 at a time. And then we switch that so we can have 4 ingots of radium. Radium 26226 is also radioactive. Who knew, right? Okay. By the way, we have some radioactive things here. Plutonium fuel. Uranium billet and uranium fuel billet. We also have uranium-238 nugget, but not the full one. Sucks. Okay, let's go prepare that thing. That's what we need, I think. We need that foundry mold. That little piece. Go away. No, now that one is working again. That's great. Still burning stuff up. Kerosene with the afterburner. Yeah, that's good as well. Okay, so I didn't use one. Well, that's great, I guess. Okay. Let's see, player 1.7 red. Okay. That's a lot. Wow. That's highly radioactive. As soon as we grab it, we just run. Just drop it there. 0.6. Okay, that's not that bad. Alright, that's good. That should be automated. Okay. So if you use 9, it's gonna be fine. There we go. Uranium block. Okay, so it's 3.5 per second. Megapile neutron source. Okay. Hmm. Oops. Okay. Nothing happened. What can we do with that? Do we need uranium billets? Yeah, we can do that. Yellow cake. Where do we use yellow cake? For sulfur and uranium hexafluoride. Gas centrifuge. And we can get uranium-238 and fluoride. I'm not sure what that is. Is that the one? Afterburner? No, not really. Oh, okay. Gas centrifuge overclocking upgrade. I see. Allows for total isotropic separation. Okay. Also, your centrifuge goes psycho mode. Okay. Niobium, gold, rubber, gold coil. Okay. We probably don't need that. But why did we need uranium-238 in the first place? Let's see. Oh, we just need to burn it in some in some reactor. Okay, so Chicago pile is just to make the fuel, right? Zero NOx. We need carbon dioxide. But I'm not sure how it works. We'll probably need to read about that as well. Okay. Purex, for example. If you use that Chicago pile, wait, depleted uranium fuel. What do we do to get the technetium? There. Depleted MOX fuel. Depleted plutonium fuel. Depleted uranium 233. Or 235. Rubidium. Yeah, to get that, we need to travel to Eve. The hell? Okay, so Rubidium is not anything we can. So Silex is nuclear waste thing. Interesting. Wait a second. We need technetium nuggets. Where we can get them. Depleted uranium fuel. That's probably what we need, right? We need spent fuel pull drum. We need depleted uranium fuel. Depleted Xernox uranium fuel rod. Xernox uranium fuel rod. With uranium fuel billet. So we need uranium 238 and 235 billets. The hell? Is it what Chicago Pile gonna be able to give us, or what? I don't remember. I need to make a research, but before that, let's go find us. Okay, that's what we're gonna have. Just gonna blow everything up there and see if we find the actual thing. Where did I go underground? Here it is. Wow. Huh? Bam. I think we found it, guys. Yep. So it needs 2 liters of solvent, two buckets. rather. So it's very high, 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 and excellent. Okay. It should be great. Right? Okay, let's go find our way out. We don't actually need to do that though. Let's have the waypoints. Okay. We just need that solvent and the, what's that? Like the good drill bit. The dash drill bit is tier 3. It's not gonna work. Technetium. Yeah, we need technetium steel drill bit, which we need 20 technetium steel ingots. Okay. Perfect. So we have oil, we have that tank, we have power. We just don't have, you know, the technetium. And I feel like we will need Xernox for that. I'm pretty sure we'll need Chicago Pile as well. Okay, after the sufficient flux, the uranium rods in the Chicago Pile will transmute into plutonium rods that can be processed in an anvil into reactor-grade plutonium. Oh, okay. Chicago Pile uranium rod. Okay. So it's gonna make Chicago Pile plutonium rod. And do it in Purex. Sulfuric acid. It's basically the same. It's just used for automation, I guess. And we'll be able to have one uranium billet back, and then reactor-grade plutonium billet. Then we can create rods for that. Okay. So this is our BMK fuel. Interesting. Okay, we can do that. Block of graphite. Block of coal. Natural gas and pyrolysis. Okay. Oh, we can press the coke. That's not an option for us. I would rather use oxidizer and block of coal. Can we make a block of coal? Coal powder. Back to coal. Okay. Okay. Hydrogen peroxide. We're gonna leave it like that, it's fine. Thorium ore. Put away. Gold and thorium. I'm not sure why we need the depth rock, but We already have uranium billets, though. So we need 6. Let's do 12, it's fine. What do we need for that? Probably a bad spot. Iron. Okay. Alright, we are not even slightly... We did that. We need to do that and radium. Okay. Boom. Let's go collect 4 ingots radium. Oh, it's 0.4. Fine. Yeah, we need that. With 3 radium 226E. Wait, do we have beryllium? That's probably what we don't have. Beryllium. Beryllium crystals, okay. I did that again. I didn't get the beryllium. I just moved it. I just moved it. That's crazy. It's okay. We're gonna have that like this. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of beryllium. Petroleum gas, we're not spending anymore. That's good. We're spending a lot of kerosene. Okay, one block would be enough. And of course, I close the door. I'll be right back. All right, perfect. So I'm not sure how we're gonna make that, but we'll probably do that. Inserter. I never saw that before. Okay. That's what we need to do. 4 iron plates, steel balls, pneumatic piston. Boom. That one is ready to go as well. So we have everything to make our Chicago pile and also automate it. So yeah, you just need to find some place for it, but we're not gonna do it now. We will do it next time. Let me pop everything we don't need in there. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. Alright. Thank you for watching, everyone. I will be back sometime next time. See you.